If you go to this episode to 8 minutes and 48 seconds in, you're going to see that night game. So I bet if you go to episode number 21 at 10 minutes and 13 seconds in, night game, boom, you'll see that. 23 minutes and 15 seconds of episode number 6. Check them out. I'm Eric, and at the age of 40, I walked away from a corporate desk job with all the benefits you could ever ask for and decided to roll the dice, bet on myself, and start a resale company. I buy storage lockers.
Let's see what this oh, it's signed.
I go to live auctions.
$30, $30, $29, $30.
I go on private picks.
Quite a bit of stuff.
And so much more. So come along for the ride as I build this resale company from the ground up. And now, let's get to another episode of Reliable Resellers. Today is Monday, May 16th. My name is Eric. I'm from ReliableResellers.net, and thanks a lot for coming back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at all of that original artwork, all of those original Filmations Cels, all of the stuff that we went and got from Steven. Steven is the guy who we got all of those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and all those Ghostbusters and all that really cool stuff from. So we went back over there. This video is actually part 2. In the first video, you've seen we actually got a few more of the original Ghostbusters. They weren't brand new this time. They were loose, but hey, they're still original Ghostbusters. So anyway, I'm excited to show you this stuff. This is some really cool stuff. Let's go look at it. All right, before we get to this whole stack here and some of this other stuff, we're gonna start with this right here. This is insanely rare from what he's telling me. This is a sales magazine, right? This isn't just something that anybody had. This is something that when you were a salesperson and you were going around to sell the different Ghostbusters products, this is the pamphlet that you would give out. Right, so you can see here when you need to generate sales in your neighborhood, who you gonna call. He said he has sold these before himself years ago on eBay, back when he used to do eBay, and he sold the flyer alone for $250, and he said that was years ago. So anyway, I'll just give you a quick peek here of what's on the inside, because it is kind of cool, right? I mean, you open it up, I mean, check that out. That is really cool. Right. Pretty badass. Really cool. Let me go another page in, right? And it starts to show, you can see here, like they have the asset, like the inventory numbers, the asset numbers, you know, package weights, stuff like that. So when you want to order these to, I guess, sell them in your store or whatever, this is, you know, this is the pamphlet you would use. Oh, here we go. Check that out. That is just freaking cool, isn't it? Hey, we've seen that not that long ago, right? And then there, on the front of the can of ectoplasm, there's the ghosts that I guess would come in it, and that's the ones I just showed you not that long, a couple minutes ago. So really cool, right? And then there's also this insert here that is just sick, right? With some Ghostbuster stickers from 1984. And then there's this here. Check this out. Really cool, right? I mean, if you're a Ghostbusters person, I mean, this is something not everybody else would have in their collection, you know? I mean, I would imagine most everybody has a Winston, you know, has a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, all that. But do they have one of these? I doubt it. And there's the back. Really cool, right? So that's that. I'm gonna try to go a little quicker here. This video is gonna be forever long. This is original production art for Star Trek. When you look back there, that's hand painted. Like, that's not a print. That's not a reproduction. That background is a hand painted background. It's not printed. Like, you can see the over splots there with the paints. You could take this top layer and lay it on top of a different background and create an entirely different scene. There's a lot more of these in this stack that we're going to get to. This was just the one that was on top because it's the biggest. How cool is that? It's not signed, though. There are other ones in here that are signed. Here's a Stan Lee autograph. It's also autographed by J. Scott Campbell. And I'm not sure how to pronounce the first name, but Ruffino. That's just a really, really cool poster here. And again, my guy worked for these guys in some way, shape, or form. And so that's how he was able to get a lot of this stuff. You'll notice a lot of this stuff is made out to him. Here's a series cell of the Beatles. You can see right there, series cell, limited edition or collector's edition. And this is one of these things where you can, now this background is printed. That's not an original hand-painted background. You can just see how fine the lines are. But this is original. And you put it down there over the background and you've got a picture. Kind of cool, right? And here's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle original production animation art. So that's again a hand-painted cell right there. There's some, this was just sitting on top. There's some better ones we'll get to. These aren't super rare. I think he said you could buy those back in the day at like Toys R Us. So here's going to be 5 pictures signed by Don Rosa. You know, made out to Steven here, made out to our guy. There's 1. There's 2. 3. 4. 5. And that one it's signed right there. When I first seen it, it took me a second to find the autograph on that one. I was looking down here and I didn't see it. It's like, ah, it's right there. Kind of blends in. Oh, there's 6 of them. Oh, this is a different one. Okay, this is signed by Al Feldstein. Again, made out to him. He's the guy who made Tales from the Crypt, I guess. Sign this. Okay. This stack here, this is just some random stuff. This is a James Doohan signed with a COA. Star Trek guy. Okay. Let's get to these folders right here. All right, let's do this first one here. That's what is in this one. Oh man, this is a good one. Look at this, is a good one to start out with. Check this out. So this is Star Trek. So this is original. You see down here in the bottom, it's got the, I think that correlates to the episode number, things like that. I'll show you other ones later that have the actual episode number written on them. You know, Kirk Energize, right? I mean, this is original art. right? So this is it hand drawn. And then behind here, check this out. Boom. Right? And you can see down there, AP, original production. He said that's what the AP means, original production art. It's, yes, ma'am. And you can see right here, it's even stamped. Original, hand painted, limited edition animation cell. And it's on a hand painted background. And you could pull the top layer off. I don't want to pull it off, but you could, and then apply it to a different background. But I mean, look how sick that is. And what's even, I mean, it's just, when you look here, it's like, okay, this is what they were thinking whenever they drew it out. And then to be able to say, okay, boom, I mean, there's what they created, right? I mean, that is just, that's awesome. If you like Star Trek, I mean, that is freaking cool, right? All right, let's keep going. This next folder here is more Star Trek, where you've got a hand-painted background. Or no, I'm sorry, that is a printed background. That's a print, yeah, okay. This is a print, but this is, you might not be able to see it too well. Let me see here if we can. Original hand-painted, limited edition animation cell for Star Trek. All right, so you can take, and I'll show you the back here. It's obvious when you see it from this side. You can just see, you know, that's obviously hand-painted. How cool is that? Again, this is what they used, right, to storyboard out and everything, their stuff. And then they would take these and just different backgrounds, right? And let me find another background here. So for example, we'll take this background. So here's two different backgrounds, right? So they'll take these guys and put them on that background, right? And then there's a scene. Well, you can take those same dudes, put them on a different background, and all of a sudden the scene, the mood changes a little bit. You know, now they're kind of, you know, on some weird planet, you know, with no ground, no floor. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever, right? But I don't know. That's just freaking cool, right? And it's original stuff, right? I mean, it's original production art. Right, you can see right there, AP, original production art. All right, let's keep going. Here's another background, just a printed background, but here is, and it's not signed, but you look at the back of it and it's like, okay, right? And it's with everything else. So when he says, yeah, it's original production art, it's just unsigned. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna doubt that at all, right? So there's that guy. Oh, guys, check out this one. So here, right, there's, again, here's kind of the hand drawing of what they were thinking. They go another step further. They kind of draw it out here in a little more detail. And now you know what's coming, right? Boom. Right, look at that. Just how cool, you know? Down there, original hand-painted production cell filmation. And again, you can apply this to different backgrounds and make a different scene. And it's just, I just think it's cool to see, like, you know, to see them draw it out, see their thought process, especially on ones like this where they're like where the hands are going to go, the motion, the direction. Just to see what they were thinking. And then it's like, okay, well, boom, there it is. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, a Ghostbusters one. Oh, check this one out, guys. So this is another one where you can see that it was just a drawing. And what's interesting is they have like math equations on here and things. So I don't know if maybe they were just kind of, this was, I don't know, like just a random piece of paper that was sitting on a table that someone had an idea that they pulled out and said, hey, let me draw this out real quick. And this was the closest piece of paper they could find. And so they drew it on here. And then it turns into, how freaking cool is that? Right? If you're a Ghostbusters guy, I mean, come on. Right? Sorry with the glare, I'm trying to get a better angle here. I mean, that is just freaking cool. And it's hand painted. It's, you know, look at this. I mean, look at this, okay? This is from episode number 133, Attack of the B-Movie Monsters, 8 minutes and 48 seconds. If you go to this episode to 8 minutes and 48 seconds in, you're gonna see that. Right? And here is the original idea that they drew on a piece of paper on what appears to just be some random piece of scratch paper turned into this, which you can now see if you go to episode number 133, Attack of the B-Movie Monsters at 8 minutes and 48 seconds. Wow, right? Let's keep on going. All right. What is this one? Oh yeah, so there's a couple folders here that are kind of random. These have that, I think, is a print. Masters of the Universe. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask them. This though, this is a print, I think, but check this out. Look at that. That is original art. How freaking cool is that? I mean, find another one of those. I mean, right? I don't think another one exists. Let's see. Sort of okay. This is interesting. I do remember looking at this. This is sort of like, I'm not even really sure what you call it. I'm trying to get it at a better place where I can show you the top of it. So look at the top of this, right? This is some, and I'll show you the rest of it here in a second, but you know, Universal Cartoon Studios. It's got like production numbers, footage numbers, the animator name, and it's just like a list of what they did, you know, like the scenes they worked on, and I guess the stuff that they did. I'm not really sure what all this is, but I mean, I'm assuming that's what it means, is different scenes that they animated that day or that week or that month or whatever. That's kind of interesting. All right, let's keep going here. This one. Okay, there's a really cool tank. That's pretty badass, right? This is Trooper. Interesting.
It's definitely original. That's not, those are not prints at all. It's definitely original hand-drawn stuff. I'll check this guy out. That's cool, right? That's really cool. It's just a little piece, and here's another. I'm not sure what that is. There's another one of those. Filmation Associates. Another one of these things. Okay, let's keep going here. All right. Okay, this is the Ninja Turtles here. That's right. So these, when I first seen them, I got really excited just because they're turtles and I think they're cool. But they're not worth a ton because they are original animation cells for the Ninja Turtles. But you could buy them in the really late 80s and early 90s at Toys R Us. But I mean, there are a couple of them here, so we'll just look at them. And they all have certificates of authenticity of being real animation art for the Ninja Turtles. And it's the same thing as the other cells that we've looked at. It's all hand-painted stuff, right? You can see actual scenes from the cartoons, right? So we got one there. Raphael, the whole crew. They're all stamped original production art, animation art. Some of them are worth 50, 60 bucks. Most of them are 20, 30. But I mean, they're super cool. I mean, you know, your Toys R Us doesn't exist anymore, so you're not gonna just walk into a store and find them. Okay. And again, they all have their certificates of authenticity with them. All right, let's keep going. All right, these are similar to the to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that we just looked at, except these you wouldn't find at Toys R Us. These are different. And I'll show you. We'll just go through them all. On the back of most of them, not that one, of course, but on the back of most of them, there's the scene numbers and everything from where these appeared. I mean, this is, if you're a Ghostbusters person, I mean, these are super cool. And some of them even have, like, you know, again, just, God, this is just cool, right? Like, so here's the original drawing of what they drew out on paper. And they turned it into that. Right? Just super cool. And then, yeah, they do have them, I promise. We'll find a couple that do. Oh, there we go. So then there's, you know, old ghost guy, Slimer. And then, that didn't go out of order there. There's that one, right? And then we sort of paired it up there. Really cool, right? Really, really, really cool. Find some, let's say, on the back here. And here's a hand drawing, and we'll probably find him in there. Set him down. Check that one out. That's really cool, right? That's pretty awesome, actually. It's all of them. And it's interesting. It's like he's saying things, and you can see it says, instead of words, it's like RP40, RP60. Like the letter B or something, I guess. I don't know. Again, if you're a Ghostbusters guy or person, right? I mean, come on. Come on. These are cool. I'm not even a, quote unquote Ghostbusters person per se, and I think these are freaking amazing. I like the Ghostbusters, but I mean, it's not like, fade or anything. Check that one out. I swear some of these on the back say like the episode that they're from and stuff. Oh, I just skipped over it. This one had the drawing. Did that one have a drawing to go with them? Alright, so you got the hand drawing. Look at the detail. Well, I mean, it's not super detailed, but I mean, it's just cool, It's just cool. And then they turn it into that. From there to there. Cool. Just cool. Here's another one. You can see again the drawing. And what they turned it into. God, that's just super cool. I'll say it on all of them, but I mean, oh, here we go, finally. So here's one where, night game, 10 minutes, 13 seconds in, episode number 21. Night game. So I bet if you go to episode number 21 at 10 minutes and 13 seconds in, night game, boom, you'll see that. How cool. Keep it moving here. This one here. You can see this. Let me set this down carefully. All right, you can see the hand painted background. I mean, it's this is obviously not a print. You can just tell it is hand painted. And you look at the back of that cell, right? I mean, that's just obviously hand painted, right? But you see it from that side. And then you flip it over and you see it on this side, and it's like, what? Really cool. Okay. Here you have the hand drawing. Start with this, and you create that. Right? Very cool. Very cool. Just a couple more here. Got her on there. Any seams on the back? No. For some reason I thought there was more that had the actual scene numbers on the back and everything, but obviously not. There's one. There's no initial drawing to go with that one. There's another hand-painted background. I mean, you can be careful with this. You can just see that that's obviously an original painting. It's not a print. And then you even, you know, original hand painted production cell. Last two of them here. This one. Here we go. The Boogeyman Cometh. Episode 6. 7 minutes and 38 seconds in. You're going to see that scene. Really cool. Alright, and then the last Ghostbusters one that we have here. This one is from the same episode, The Boogeyman Cometh. 23 minutes and 15 seconds of episode number 6. Check them out. How cool, right? Alright, the last one, if I remember correctly, these are going to be Gilligan's Island cells. Yes, they are. Very cool. Alright, let's end with some Gilligan's Island cells. So just like all the other ones here, original hand painted production cell Filmation. And you can see, I mean, just the obvious hand painted background. Right, I mean, it's not a print, right? It's just, I mean, you can see the paint right there at the top, right? You take the guys, which are obviously hand painted. Place them on their background, and you've got a scene. And I'm sure that down there corresponds to the scene. Another one. These are two separate. You put them together on a background and you create a scene. You move her around. And she backs away. Right, whatever. I don't know. But that's how they would do it, I think. Right? This is how they do them. Another one. Another one. This one here. Be somewhat stuck together. Here we go. Her here. This guy here looks like his head is separate from his body. You can maybe put him on different outfits or something. I don't know, but that's kind of freaky, right? Ooh. And then here's Gilligan. Now these are two of the same cells. It looks like you can kind of, maybe if you're doing him like a running scene, and you know, I have no idea, but two of Gilligan. I got one here. Professor on, that's definitely a printed, that might be a hand painted background, but I don't think so. I think that's a print. I don't think that's a hand painted background, but anyway, that's definitely hand painted for sure. The cell is, oh yeah, yep. Okay. Here's one. That's definitely a hand-painted background for sure. And here's just the whole crew. Or not, most of the crew. And you can just sort of create a different scene. We'll put him all the way up front. He's small. You know, we're just creating a scene. I don't know, or screwing it up. Whatever, right? So yeah. That's what I got. That's it. Super cool stuff, right? I mean, that's just freaking super, super cool stuff. I've never seen this stuff before. That's for sure. Without question, I have never seen a real animation cell before. Things that, you know, that they would use to storyboard out and create, you know, the shows, the cartoons, the stories behind it, the thought process that went into everything, the creative process that went into creating this stuff. It's just really cool. And it's valuable too. It's not, you know, millions of dollars, but they're hundreds of dollars. Some of them are 50, 60, 75, but they are desirable and they will sell. I mean, if you're a Gilligan's Island person, if you're a Ghostbusters person, if you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle person, this is, I mean, find more of this stuff, right? I mean, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff you'll find on eBay in pretty good abundance, but this other stuff, you know, like you're not gonna just find it everywhere. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you. Like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff down below. If you want to, come back tomorrow. We'll do something else. Bye, y'all.